Hey guys, welcome to part 2 of this Human Boulder Infinite how to deck build video series, I guess. I said I was going to be building a second one of these because came up at the end of the last one after I recorded and started editing that Karine here, that is allowing us to facilitate the Human Boulder Infinite combo, is only once per turn. I didn't really think she might be because the wording of the can effect isn't really in the same format as normal, but turns out, yeah, she's going to be, once per turn. So I kind of hit the drawing board after that, and I think I actually have a better concept now using the same, idea, but just a different deck format, because this is kind of just, 3 cards and then what can you build around it, and I just chose to do BR Flip. So I've got a little bit of a better idea. This isn't going to be as off the cuff as the last one because I have been thinking about it for a little bit, but I've got some ideas, so I wanted to show them. So right now I'm just going to take out all the stuff that I don't think I need. I don't think I need the 1010. I need those for sure. Need the Chojis. I'm just going to take these out. These are kind of just all the extra stuff. Extra. These are kind of the main engine. Okay. So, this is kind of still the building blocks of what we've got going here. So, my first dilemma was how am I going to make this an infinite? Because I need another way to use Karine here. There aren't a whole lot of options, and this is one of the things that I did go over in my spare time that I'm not going to be able to do on camera, but I looked at a crap load of options for this, and it turns out there are not a whole lot. There's no way to have a single card recycle Human Boulder to the top of your deck and let you pick it up to draw it. There are a few options, like Fool and the Elite that I was considering. When a player plays a jutsu that increases the combat or support of any of their ninjas, you draw 1 card. You can have an infinite draw engine with this, and there's a Rock Lee. I don't know if I'll be able to find it quickly. But there's a Rock Lee that lets you, when a jutsu is used by him that increases his combat, you negate it instead and give him a bonus. Hang on, let me just find it. I don't remember what the art looks like exactly, so might just skip this. Nope. Nope. Let's go to the end of this list, and if I find it, cool. If not, whatever. Yeah, I don't find it, but there's a Neji that, or a Rock Lee that lets you do that, and then you use Unexpected Attack, so that the Rock Lee negates Unexpected Attack, so that it does go to the chakra area, but then you use another Unexpected Attack from your discard and kind of just cycle it infinitely so that you can infinitely draw. I decided against that because that's like an entirely different engine. 3 more cards that have to get into hand, and then 3 jutsus that are in the deck, and I already have these 3 jutsus, so I'm pretty much already tapped out. So I kind of threw that to the wayside. I also considered the engine that I kind of talked about in my last video. I have a Naruto combination engine. And once again, sorry, I don't know any of the numbers by heart, so I just kind of have to, here we go. So there's a Naruto here, where when one of your ninjas becomes the user of a jutsu card with combination, you can search your deck for a jutsu card with combination, and its effect text, reveal it, shuffle your deck, and place that card on the top of your deck. So the engine is with this Naruto, and I'm just going to pull it out so we can look at it here. And, what's it called? And molding, chakra molding? Yeah, chakra molding mission that makes all of your jutsus combination. So that essentially, with Naruto and chakra molding and Great Toad Sage, or just Toad Sage, no, Great Toad Sage. Every time you use a jutsu with combination, you get to draw that card and essentially infinitely search your deck. So that was another option. I kind of built like a Toad's version of this, but ultimately I threw that away. But it all came to me in the very end when I remembered another ninja that I was using in a different deck, Jirobo, with Burst and Desperation. EOJ, pay 1 chakra. The top card of your deck is a revealed jutsu card. Move it to your hand. Then this ninja gets +1/+0 during this turn. So that pretty much solves it. It is another card to add to the combo, but if we have Karin and Jugo on the Jirobo on the field, Karin is infinitely revealing the top card of your deck, so you don't have to keep, putting Jirobo in play to burst him. And then you can use Karin's effect once and Jirobo's effect once. At the very least, you get Karin by herself, you have 2 human boulders, and you kill 2 ninjas and then just run over them with your team power. Very worst, you have 1 Jirobo and no Karin. You desperation or burst 1 of your human boulders and basically do the same thing, kill 2 ninjas. Slightly better option if you have 5 battle rewards lost. He has desperation, so you can do that twice, and he actually does it by himself. I don't know how it would be revealed. It's a weird desperation to have. Now I'm actually thinking about it. He can't, burst twice. But anyway, so that's the option that I thought of. So I'm going to throw 2 of those in here. So we've got Neji's for the BR flip, Shikamaru's because we need him to squat in and to stall, and then 3 Jirobos and 3 Shihos. So that's kind of the option that I was thinking about now. I am going to keep the 3 Narutos in here because this actually works really well. Obviously, Human Boulder is a combination jutsu, so every time you have Human Boulder used, Naruto lets you search for another Human Boulder, put it on top of your deck, and, do the combo. So I think that's really good because searching out jutsus is the hardest part of any deck that relies on a singular jutsu, and that pretty much solves it for us. So there is another combination jutsu that I think we could use. It is called Partial Expansion Jutsu. It's actually pretty on theme too. Move X cards from your discard pile to the bottom of your deck in any order. The user gets +X/+0 during this turn. Combination Food, so, our boys. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck, move 1 to your hand, and the rest to the bottom of your deck in any order. Not really anything that we care about, but it does help us recycle, and it's a nice little buff, and if we use it, we can search for a Human Boulder, even if we don't have any in our hand at all. So I'm going to throw 3 of those into here. Our 8 trigrams is going to go first. So yeah, we got 2 8 trigrams, 3 Human Boulders, and 3 Partial Expansion Jutsus. We could, what's it called? Toadmouth Trap. We could use Toadmouth Trap. It's a combination negate, and we can use it with 3 colorless instead of having to use lightning. So I'm going to throw those in here just to see how it fits. Only 2. I usually only run 2 negates because I don't want to have so many negates in my hand when I'm not really using them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 jutsus. That's what I'm going for. Team Asuma, Student Sensei Dehydration, Shikamaru's Decision. Okay. So that's pretty much the extent of what I've actually thought of. So okay. Let's go over to the app. Let me pull it up. Okay, so we're in the app here. Let's look for Choji. I'm not gonna put childhood or turn 0. Let's look for all the Chojis. Let's see if there's a childhood, or really any that have parentheses. Yep, looks like Childhood's the only option for anything that isn't just named Choji. So, let's Ninja Center out to attack and move 1 from your discard pile to the bottom of your deck, and then give it +1/+1. Okay, so it's actually not that bad. 3-0 for turn 0 is fine. So I think we can actually use this, because I was thinking about how we're kind of limited by having 3 Chojis and 3 Chozas. And he does have food, so that's good. So this could be another option for squatting out, and for, you know, just being a target with Boulder and partner for Choza. So actually, since he's that early, we could go into Power of the Trio that I did in my Mental Power deck. That could be an option, because searching Choza is going to be hard. It's turn 4 with our Shikamaru's Decision. We don't have anything besides like Shikamaru and KNS that can search that. So actually, yeah. So let's do that. Is there anything else I need to see here? I don't think so. Okay, so let's go back into the untap then. So we're back in the untap. Let's look up Choji Childhood and put him in here. We'll probably get rid of Neji's. I don't think we're going to be going into a no hand at this point, or a BR flip at this point, because we're pretty full on our turn 0s, and we do want Neji if we're doing BR flip. So yeah, that's good. And with 3 Childhood, I think we can go down to 1 Choji in turn 3. So we're pretty stacked on turn 3s already with our Narutos, if we need them. So yeah, let's get rid of Team Asuma, because we're not doing a BR flip, even though we have some with Hanabi. And let's get Power of the Trio. And get that in here. Okay, so we've got our Power of the Trio. So now we are pretty good, because Power of the Trio is going to let us search our Choza and our Choji and our other Choji. Search our Shikamaru if we need it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, if we're getting rid of Neji, what if we got rid of rotation? What if we just actually made this like a Power of the Trio deck? So what if we throw in some mind transfers, because that jutsu is just amazing. Limited to 2. And what if we got some Inos in here? Yeah, let's do 2 Ino Playful. I don't like using that one because that's not the actual. Okay, let's turn 2. So we have some Ino Playfuls because it's good for negation. We'd have to be careful because we are trying to put in Choji by, yeah, he does have growth now, by either his effect or growth. So we'd have to be careful of that. But I think that's fine. And if we're doing that, we might as well do Inoichi and Inoichi and Ino for turn 5, because it's just good also. So we're 49. Come on. $49 out of 50. Do we need the dehydrations? Probably. Well, if we're gonna do 1 card, what if we do Shikaku, since we're just going in on the, Shikacho. This is the good one, because it forces mental power with Shikamaru. It's just in case we need like a secondary win conditioner to swing without Choji and Choza. That puts us at 50. Do we really need that much jutsu? I mean, we have... Okay, I don't think we need the Toadmouth Trap. I still want the negation, though, so I'm going to go... what is it? Stone Plate? Earth Plate? Whoops. Yeah, Stone Plate Coffin. Yeah, I'll just do it generic. So I'll put that in here. Stone Plate Coffin is just a negation. 2 chakra, negate the target, move it to its hand. Not the best because it still lets them use it again. But generally, it's good. So we're at 50 right now. 3 Choji Childhood, 3 Shikamaru, 3 Jirobo, Shiho and Hanabi, 3 Ino, or 2 Inos, KNS, Naruto. So this actually looks pretty good. I don't know if I need the dehydration. I've got so much negation already, because we've got the Inos, we've got the Choji Shikamarus. I don't think I need dehydration. So what should I put instead? Earth missions. I mean, I could do 2 Team Asuma. But I'm not really doing BR Flip. I only have 1. Oh, what if I do I could do a Training in the Moonlight, because that would help disrupt their hand. I think I still want the Shikamaru's Decisions, because I really need to search out Karin and Jirobo, and they're low enough that even if I just have like Shiho or, you know, just Karin and need Jirobo, I can still search that low of entrance cost. And if I search Karin, I get a draw too, so that's good. And one more. I mean, I just need like draw power at this point. Pretty much everything is search. So what's it's either debt or after the battle. Which one's which? So debt is draw 3, discard 2 on turn 2. I'm pretty stacked early. I think I could afford to go to turn 3. So after the battle, it's turn 3 then, right? Not that one. Untap is being slow. I must have left it open too long. Yeah, discard 1 and then draw 3. Yeah, I'd actually prefer that. I need to turn 3. Just a little more draw power if I don't have my Choji or Naruto or something on turn 3. So let's look at this. I think this works pretty well. Okay, let's just round it out. Might as well since we're already here. Choji Shikamaru. I've got that one. Shikamaru and Choji. Let's just put that in there. This one's fine. I don't really like it as much, but we might as well since, you know, we could run into like a Tsunade Childhood to get rid of our Choji Shikamarus or whatever. Shikamaru and Choji, basically, you can discard another reinforcement with Shikamaru or Choji, which we now have 6 of, 5 extras, to give yourself +3/+3 and +3 mental power. So, you know, maybe you got this down, and you've got your Shikaku, and you're just swinging out. You want, I don't know, 11 mental power for some reason, but it's fine. It's not like we're using the space for anything else. So, does that look good? Is that the video? Pretty fast. Yeah, so for comparison, we took out all the BR Flip stuff, and we've added in these Chojis, we've added in the search with the Naruto that lets us search combination. We've added in the combination with partial expansion, and then just made it more streamlined for search with Power of the Trio, I think. Because now we can basically search out our Choza, search out our Choji, from turn 1. I mean, we put this down turn 1. We either deploy Shikamaru or Choji if we don't have them. Search out, you know, maybe Ino for the next turn. Deploy Ino for the next turn. Pull up your Choji again, either Growth or Childhood the next one, the turn after that. Search your Choza, put that in the turn after that. And then when he comes in, you know, go into your Choji Shikamaru on the same turn. Search out your Shikaku, your Inuichi. Kind of just snowball from there. Not only that, but it helps us thin because we're looking for our human boulders, looking for our partial expansions, our Naruto. So thinning out the deck by searching something to replace it in our hand every time, basically a card that we don't have to draw into now, will help us find those things that we can't search out as easily. So yeah, actually, I think this is pretty solid. Is there anything else we can reinforce? I mean, extra reinforcements would be 9 more cards that, like, you could mind transfer into. You could put... not even for mind transfer, but you have your own Naruto. So you might as well put in the limited Naruto Kage. Because you can use him. You have the hand cost a little bit. You have some lightning. Not a whole lot, but it's, you know, you have your Narutos and your KNS. Is that it? No, you have Inuichi. Oh yeah, you have your partial expansions. Yeah, you've got enough lightning for 1 reinforcement. And then we might as well put in Sage Mode. And the neat part is you could even mind transfer your opponent's Naruto, keep it, and then growth over that into your Naruto. So you got that as an option. 3 Naruto Sage Modes. And then pretty much whatever else you need. You could do Heretical Icon. I think that's a pretty good standard for mind transfer because you don't have a hand cost for it. So you can mind transfer your opponent's Naraka Path and then bring out a Heretical just for a free body on the field. So we're 13, so 2 more. You could go into like Naruto Yamato. That's an option. Shikamaru Asuma, I guess. So yeah, we'll just leave those last 2 slots open for whatever you feel like you want. But that's pretty much, I think, the deck. If I can get back into it. Spoilers on other videos. Yeah, that's pretty much the deck. We got all of our search, got all of our jutsus and stuff. So yeah, basically the premise is get down Choji and Choza, put them in a team. Human Boulder while Karin's on the field, so that Human Boulder pays itself. You know, a different one in the chakra. That Human Boulder goes into the discard, and this resolving Human Boulder gets to put that one on the top of the deck. Karin lets you draw that one back into your hand, use it again. Only costs 1 chakra, so you just use the same one that you just played for the chakra for the next one. And then while Jirobo's on the field, still revealed, lets you pull that back into the hand again, use it a 3rd time, kill an entire team, swing through with a Choza and Choji and Shikamaru for like 11 team power and 2 BRs. Very easy to search out. I actually like it better now because the Choji can growth over our childhood, because we're going to want our deploys for Jirobo and Karin. So searching out these and, you know, putting them in play via growth is a lot better than deployment. So I think that's the deck. Pretty easy update. I think this works really well. I am going to be ordering it soon to have it in, you know, real cards. So I'll probably make a deck profile later with any minor changes. But I think so far this is the main version we're going with. So leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. More concepts. I have more, you know, maybe little mini videos showing the Naruto combination engine, stuff like that. But like and subscribe if you want to see more. I've got more deck profiles coming out, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!